It's a debate that dates all the way back to creation. Which gender is superior? That's what I'm voting on. Is it men or women? Colorado's best attorney, Phil Harding, is here every Friday, and he thinks he can settle this once and for all. You are crazy bringing this subject on.
Well, you know what? I think
this.
You're taking it to the wrong level.
Really?
I just have to tell you, absolutely. You know, I'm only going into, and the only thing that I'm talking about generally is which gender is better when it comes to making more money in an injury claim. I'm not doing anything else, not taking it to the next level.
So you're not talking in general,
Yeah,
just in this scenario.
Just in this one little scenario.
Okay.
You know, which is better?
Which is better? Okay, well, I'm going to vote on me, and I have read the script, so I know the answer. So tell people what the answer is, because I'm very proud of this answer.
All right, well, you're right, it is. It's women. And I've got to tell you, this is why women are better in presenting claims.
Okay.
And I want you to give you this one example. Never argue with a woman. They'll remember what you said years ago, and guys can't even remember what they said last night. But guys, do not worry about this. Hey, I've got the equalizer for you. Anyone that's been injured, I want them to watch this. I want them to go to Colorado's Best. I want them to replay it. But I'm going to give you the top 5 do's and don'ts on the claim so that you can know how to make more money. It's an equalizer. This will equal up men versus women.
Okay, all right. So we're going to go over what you do after an injury, the do's first.
Yeah, let's do the do's. Let's do the do's. And so the do's are, number one, and this is only if you can. If you're immediately taken away by an ambulance, obviously you can't do this, but first, do get witness names and numbers. Do get pictures of the accident scene and the cause of the injury. Do take pictures of bruising or scarring. Next, do see a doctor if you're injured, and do follow your doctor's orders. Again, here's one thing, guys lack in this area, and let me tell you why. Unless a guy has been shot out of a cannon and his body is in 5 pieces, you know, all throughout the world, they don't go to doctors.
They really don't.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're injured, go and see a doctor. But here's the other thing that I was saying that guys don't follow up on. If your doctor says, I want you to go to 10 physical therapies, you need to follow your doctor's orders.
Okay.
If you don't, you're going to get whacked for it.
Whacked for it, okay.
Right. You're going to... And the other side calls it a failure to mitigate damages.
That's, you know, that's where you start to lose me, is when you use those words. So what does that mean, failure to mitigate?
All right, well, failure to mitigate damages is, let me give you the best example. Let's say you get in a car wreck and you broke your arm in this injury, and you never saw a doctor. Then you sued the person who caused the injury and you said, man, my arm is killing me. The defense, rightly so, would say if you would have seen a doctor, then your arm wouldn't have been hurt so much and it would have been properly set. So you failed to mitigate your damages. Just like this, if your doctor says go to 10 physical therapies and you only go to 3 and blow off the other 7 because it's not helping you, the other side is going to say you failed to mitigate your damages.
Okay, I don't like to waste time. Honestly, my life is really busy. So what if you feel that your physical therapy is not working?
All right. Well, let's say you start going to this physical therapy in that example. You go to the first 3 and you're like, it's not helping me at all. Go back to your doctor. Go to him and say, this is not working for me. What else do you have?
Okay. And what if you don't, what happens if someone does not go directly to the hospital after an accident? Does that mean that they don't have a case? What does that mean?
Yeah, not at all. Hey, I've got to tell you, the best thing you can do, either go to the ER or go to your primary care doctor, and let me tell you why. If someone is injured, I want the jury or the claims adjuster to know someone's pre- and post-accident condition. This is what everyone wants to know. So even if you have a pre-existing condition, go to your same doctor. But to answer your question, if you don't go directly to the ER, that doesn't kill your case at all. Even if it's weeks or months later, go and see someone that'll take care of you. Hopefully it's your same doctor. If you don't have a doctor and you feel you're injured, just go and make sure that you're okay. Now, some people talk to me all the time and they say, what can I do to make my case as good as possible? And I tell them, don't think about your case. You worry about getting better.
Right.
And so if you feel like you're hurt, go and see a doctor. If you're going to a doctor to drum up medical bills to try and get a better settlement, everyone can see that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what if you don't have medical insurance? Then what?
All right, well, and we talk about this. Unless you've signed a waiver when you sign up for your car, you have $5,000 of medical coverage.
Yep.
People come to me all the time and they're like, I don't have med pay. Unless you signed a waiver, it's automatically on your car insurance. So this will treat you. Now, the other thing, let's go quickly because I know we're running out of time.
We are running out of time.
Of the 5 don'ts, and let's just hit this really quick. The 5
don'ts.
don'ts are, hey, you know what? Don't talk to the other side. As a matter of fact, there's a law that says within 15 days, if they call you, that's illegal. Don't sign a medical release. Don't send medical bills to the other side. Don't settle your case until you're done treating or unless the statute of limitations is coming up. And also, Don't settle until you know how much you owe. Because if health insurance paid for something, Medicaid, Medicare, you have to pay that back. So know what your bottom line is before you settle it. And one last thing about guys versus women on this thing, I got to tell you, women are worse once they've settled. They still hold a grudge.
They hold a grudge, but you say not to.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
The best revenge is good living. Go on.
I love that. I love that advice. So if you have a question for Phil, go to coloradosbest.tv and send those questions in. He will answer each question personally. And if you would like to contact Phil at his office, Harding & Associates, call 303-762-9500. You can get a free consultation anytime, and you can find him online at hlaw.org. All right, coming up a little later in the show, there's a silver lining to the cold weather. Citrus fruits are at their peak, and one of Colorado's best